In 2008, an anonymous entity published a 9-page paper outlining a revolutionary digital currency, laying the groundwork for what would become Bitcoin. The story of Bitcoin begins not with a grand announcement, but with a quiet email sent to a cryptography mailing list. On October 31, 2008, a person or group operating under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto introduced Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This document proposed a digital currency that would operate without any central authority, bypassing banks and governments entirely. The key innovation, as Nakamoto described it, was a solution to the double spending problem, where a digital asset could be spent more than once. This had long been the holy grail for digital cash advocates, and now, a method was on the table. The mechanism for creating new bitcoins was ingenious, a process called mining. Miners use computers to solve complex cryptographic puzzles. The first miner to solve a puzzle gets to add a block of transactions to the blockchain, the public ledger, and is rewarded with newly minted bitcoins. Initially, this reward was 50 bitcoins per block. The difficulty of these puzzles adjusts over time, ensuring that new bitcoins are released at a predictable, albeit decreasing, rate. This setup created an immediate incentive for individuals to contribute computing power, essentially turning electricity into digital assets. Just a few months later, on January 3, 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto mined the very first block of Bitcoin, known as the Genesis block. This act officially brought the network to life. Within the raw data of this block, a hidden message read, "The Times 03/Jan/2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." This cryptic inclusion served as both a timestamp and a subtle commentary on the traditional financial system, establishing Bitcoin's anti-establishment ethos from day one. The first real-world transaction then occurred on January 12, 2009, when Satoshi sent 10 Bitcoins to Hal Finney, a respected cryptographer. The system was now operational, with real value exchanging hands. For over a year, Bitcoin existed largely as a curiosity among a small group of tech enthusiasts and cryptographers. It had no established monetary value. It was simply an experiment. The first real-world valuation for Bitcoin came in May 2010, when a programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz famously paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. At the time, those pizzas cost around $25. This transaction, now legendary, assigned a concrete, albeit minuscule, value to Bitcoin for the very first time. It established a precedent, demonstrating that this purely digital creation could be exchanged for tangible goods and services. By early 2011, Bitcoin was gaining a small but dedicated following. The network was stable, and the underlying code had proven robust. Then, in April 2011, Satoshi Nakamoto sent a final email to a developer, stating, "I've moved on to other things and am no longer involved." They handed off control of the project's source code repository and alert key to another developer, Gavin Anderson, and vanished without a trace. The creator of a potentially world-changing technology simply stepped away, leaving behind a fully functional system designed to operate autonomously. The total number of Bitcoins would eventually be capped at 21 million, a predefined limit set within the code. Satoshi Nakamoto's identity remains one of the greatest mysteries of the digital age. Despite extensive speculation and numerous investigations, the person or group behind the pseudonym has never been definitively identified. Their wallets, containing an estimated 1 million Bitcoins, have remained untouched for over a decade. This deliberate anonymity reinforces the decentralized, trustless nature of Bitcoin itself, a system designed to function independently of any single individual. The experiment, launched with a few lines of code and a white paper, had now taken on a life of its own, proving that a purely digital asset could thrive without a recognizable hand at the helm.